Hello, welcome to Lido Fine Art. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. So today's video, I'm going to be, showing off my collection of tarot cards and oracle decks. So if you don't know what tarot cards are, or oracle cards, they're pretty much a divination tool that you can use to help clarify any questions that you have about a certain thing. Now, a lot of people get worried about tarot cards thinking it's the same as using a Ouija board. And I'm here to tell you that ain't true. So, Ouija boards are like opening a portal. Well, it is opening a portal to entities that are 90%, 95% negative, and pretty much doing so, it does open a portal, and then when that happens, the entity uses you as like a battery pack to fuel itself, right? So while on the flip side, tarot cards are just a divination tool that, you're not using an entity to, give you answers. It's pretty much the universe guiding you. Now, Demon Tarot, I'm just gonna add this in. Demon Tarot is not, it's a tarot, but they're using demons to get their answers, and that's not something I recommend ever using. Yes, because at that point now you're just opening your home to demons. So while regular tarot and oracle cards, they're using the universe's energy instead of using the energy of an entity. So I'm going to show off the decks that I have gotten over time, and I'm going to tell you which ones are my favorite, which ones are not my favorite, and so on. So we're going to lead off with the first deck I ever got. Yes, the Smith-Waite deck. Now, this is pretty much the most common deck everybody uses for tarot, and just note it's not the same as an oracle deck. And so I got mine in that tin, and it comes with a little book. I think it's like an instruction. Oh, it's like a history thing. Okay, so it gives you a little bit background information. So I'll read a little bit for you. I'm not going to read the whole thing because obviously it is copyrighted, and yeah, they want people to buy it and yada yada yada. So the Smith-Waite Centennial Tarot deck faithfully reproduces the original 1909 tarot deck created by Pamela Coleman Smith and celebrates its 100th anniversary. Okay, awesome. So, all right. So, okay, Dr. Arthur Edward Waite was a genuine scholar of occultism whose published works include The Holy Kabbalah and The Key to the Tarot, first issued in England in 1910. Waite utilized symbolism as the key to tarot pack. In The Key to the Tarot, he writes, "The true tarot is symbolism. It speaks no other language and offers no other signs. What are the tarot cards about which Waite so skillfully writes? What is the message of each card, and when and where did these fascinating cardboard symbols first originate? The precise origin of the tarot cards in Antiquity, sorry for that stroke right there. The precise origin of tarot cards in Antiquity remains obscure. Court de Gebelin, writing in Le Monde Primitif in 1781, advances the theory that tarot cards derived from an ancient Egyptian book, the Book of Thoth. Thoth was an Egyptian Mercury, said to be one of the early kings and the inventor of the hieroglyphic system. Okay. Yeah, I can get it apart. And that the tarot cards were dispersed throughout Europe. The emergence of tarot cards in Europe predates by over 5 centuries the work of a German monk, Johannes, describes a game called Ludus Cartarum, played in the year 1377. Coveluzza, a 15th century chronicler relates the introduction into vertebro of the game of cards in the year 1379, and it is generally accepted that playing cards emerged in Europe in the latter half of... I can't fucking read, dude. No, that is latter. Okay. Half of the 14th century, probably first in Italy, as a complete 78 card deck. So these cards have a lot of history with them, and the one thing I do not like, though, okay, so in the back of this book that it comes with, it does have a little guide in what, you know, each card is. But it doesn't give a definition. Doesn't give a good ooh, I didn't mean to throw that. But anyway, it doesn't give a good definition of what it actually means. And I had to buy a separate book to understand the cards. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't have every single one of these memorized yet, just because I don't use them enough. But I try not to overuse them because I want to be able to use my own abilities instead of relying on cards. Now, cards are good when you're trying to get answers that you can't get anywhere else, I will admit, but I try not to, you know, rely on them. And a lot of my friends asked me to do readings for them, and they like tarot cards, so I'll do that for them. But yeah, so I got like so this is like the artwork. Of course, I pulled Death out. But yeah, it's got the old designs and stuff. They're pretty cool. So yeah, these are for mostly, I use these for the base reading, and then if I ever need clarification, that's when I use the oracle cards. So yes, so 10 out of 10 here. Definitely recommend, especially if you're beginning to get into tarot. This is a deck that everyone should have to learn from. So yeah, I definitely recommend that. Now, my next deck, it's called Work Your Light Oracle Cards by Rebecca Campbell. That's what these look like. And all these cards, decks and stuff, I either got off of Amazon or, believe it or not, I got it off of Wish. Now I'll show you what these look like. So I really like these cards when it comes to understanding, I guess, your ability, like your spiritual abilities and what maybe you need to practice on and stuff like that. But I really love these cards because, well, they work for me a lot, but also the artwork. Like, look at the colors. Like, I am so drawn to these colors, and it kind of reminds me of like holographic, like that 90s shiny, rainbow shiny silver color. And this is the back. They're all like pastel colors. I love it. Reminds me of like cotton candy too. But like, look at the colors. And the work. Whoever made these cards, well, it said it was made by Rebecca. She got some good Photoshop skills, if you ask me. So yeah, definitely one of my favorite decks. And I will provide a link to as many of these decks as I can if you are interested in them. And just know I am not sponsored by any of these companies or people who made these decks. This is based off of my own opinion, and I did buy these with my own money. Okay, that's that one. Alright, next one. Let's go to these ones. Dark Mirror. Now, the imagery on here is darker than what normal cards, oracle cards, usually have. Now for these, oh, and this does come with a book and a guidebook. Most of them kind of do. And the ones that don't, like the last one, this one didn't come with a book. Actually, did I lie? Does this not come with the, no, it didn't come with the book. A lot of times, like if you buy stuff off of Wish, I don't know how authentic they are. And my dog's barking again. I don't know how, I don't know if they're like bootlegged and just, you know, created cheaply to sell, to make money. But some of these, the ones with the books, don't feel cheaply made. So this one that I just showed you, the Dark Mirror ones, comes with a book. But a lot of them you don't even need a book. But these ones, here is the back. Much darker. But the images are still very pretty. Now for these, I typically use these when I'm looking for answers that are on the darker side. So, what's a good example? I guess trying to find the mental state of a person, or if I'm curious about whether or not someone is alive or dead, or, you know, had faced something like tragic, or was involved in like a crime. Like an example was, I was looking for, so this Amish girl kind of around where I work, she disappeared. She was abducted and no one found a body yet. They have the suspect in custody and no one knew if she was dead or alive. They still don't know if she's alive or dead. And so I used these cards to see if I could find that out. Oh, well, I found that out. Now, I haven't been validated yet with the answer because they haven't found the body yet. But yeah. And then finding out mental states of somebody or how they feel is a good, if these are good cards to figure that stuff out. More on the darker side of things. Not evil. I will say that again. They're not evil. It's not demon tarot. I'm just getting answers to things that are just slightly darker. Oops, I put that on backwards. So yes, these are my next favorite. Alright, and now I have this deck of oracle cards. Oh no, my battery's gonna die. So they're Wisdom of the Oracle. I don't know how this battery is gonna die already, but I'm not really surprised. These are really bright. And there goes the box. And when I also would like to add, when I do oracle cards, I don't ever do a reverse reading of them. So if like you flip them and it comes in reverse, I don't do that. These cards are, oh yep, no, that box is gone. Oh, and these also come with a book. And it tells you like what each card means. Very handy. Especially if you're not experienced with like deciphering images and stuff. These I like to use. Sometimes I will use these for clarification for after flipping my regular tarot deck. And they are good. But I like them, but I don't feel too connected to them. Alright, and then I have this deck, Spirit Animal Oracle cards. And this one's box flips out this way. It's very like nicely put together. It has a thick book of what each card means. So you're gonna have a bunch of different animals. I like to use these not for really clarification of a tarot card reading, but more of like a flip, like a card flip for the day to see like what's going on, you know, stuff like that. Oh, these ones. The dog ones. Also comes with a guidebook. They're really cute. And I love the art of them. And these can be good. But I honestly don't feel like I vibe too much with these cards. I don't know. These ones out of all the cards I have are my least favorite. Just because I can't, for some reason, I don't connect to them very well. I love dogs, you know, and stuff like that. But for whatever reason, I feel like these cards aren't very helpful to me. Now, they may help other people. They just don't help me. I actually tried using them for a reading on my dog to see what was going on with her. And I got no answers, really. So, I mean, there's that. I got the Moonology one. Cute box. Comes with the book. These I like to use with a tarot card reading for clarification. Bring these closer. And I love that they have like different moons on them. Well, I mean, it's moon. And they have a lot of like zodiac related things on there. So you got your full moon in Cancer. Like, again, it does help add insight to a tarot card reading. Or you can do like a one flip thing like I do with the animal ones. Okay. These are really good too. Where's my book? Sorry, I'm trying to rush this a little bit because my battery's gonna die. I hate that I always put these in upside down too. I always put them in the wrong... No, wait, I had it right. I'm stupid. I also used the wrong box. Top. There we go. Makes sense now, doesn't it? Okay, so that goes with this. Now I'm kind of going to show these ones all at the same time. Is this by her too? Okay. So I have these 4 decks here by the same person Doreen Virtue, the Ascended Masters one. That is probably my favorite or second favorite. Life Purpose. These two are so good. Past Life and the Romance Angels. All of these decks by her are amazing, okay? So they provided me a lot of insight, especially the Life Purpose ones and Ascended Masters. They're my favorite. Ultimately, like, my favorite. I know I say that with, like, all of them, but, like, these ones are truly my favorite. The Past Life ones, now these are kind of hard to, like, prove. Like, if you give a reading with it, it's hard to prove it because it happened in the past. It's not something that's going to happen and that you can validate later. So, I mean, there's that. The Romance Angels, they're pretty neat. It shows, like, any issues that might come up in a relationship or positive things. Ascended Masters, I use this a lot when I have questions that I have that I want answered from them. And Life Purpose, I like this too. Like, it helps you figure out what you should be doing or the path that you should be on, or if you're not on the right path, what you need to do. So yeah, she makes some amazing decks. And I believe she was a psychic medium too. She's still alive, so I don't know why I'm, you know, using it as past tense. But something kind of happened to her, so I think she might have denounced a lot of this stuff. Alright, Angel Answers. Almost like the Ascended Master ones. So let me show you these real quick. These are awesome. So, I don't think have I used these yet? Yes, I have. So I kind of use these like, the Ascended Master ones, where I'm looking for clarification. There goes the lid again. And I want answers. And I'm looking for a certain thing to happen. These are great for that. And did I get through all of them? Alright, I got through all of them. So, yes, those are my decks. And I will continue to collect more. And when I do, I will show them off because I love tarot cards. Like I said, I try not to rely on them. But I love the whole idea of them, and I love the art that's on all of them. So even, you know, if you're not into the whole tarot card thing, just collecting it for art purposes, I mean, I love the art on them. And it actually gives me some inspiration to create my own stuff. So yeah, there's that. So I'm going to end this video right here. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, comments, and concerns, leave them down below. Thanks for watching again. See you guys later.